Good morning, Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 21, Verse 10. Naram Namaskritya Naram Shiva Narottamam Devim Savati Vyasam Tato Jayam Mutidare Nastapayeshu Apareshu Hicham Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavatuttama Shloke Bhakti Vajenastiki. Before reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very mean of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisance unto the personality of God in Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supremest human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. A loving service unto the personality of God, who is praised with transcendental song, established as irrevocable fact. Verse 10 is a very short purport. We're probably going to go to the next one. Probably, you know. Konyusha kitim nashyane habiyo Yad vikramo chistam ashesha bhupaha Lukaha sappara upashanti kamam Ajapi tane bada karmasubam We'll read it only one time. Go ahead.
Nasya kirtim nashunotya vidyo Yad vikramo chistamashesha bhupaha Luka sapala upajivanti kamam Adyapitame varakarma shulam Kona vyasakirtam nashotna vidyo Yadvikramo chistamashesha bhupaha Loka sapala upajivanti kamam Adyapitame varakarma suram
Kaha who no but Asya King Puito Kitim glorious activities Nationality does not hear Abhigyaha, intelligent, yet is Vikrama, chivalry, Uchistam, remnants, Ashesha, innumerable, Bupaha, kings, Loka, planets, Sapalaha, with the demigods, Upajivanti, execute livelihood, Kamam, desired object, Aja api, up to that, that, me, unto me, Bada, please speak, Karma, activities, Shuddham, auspicious. Translation and purpose by Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Prithu Maharaj was so great in his activities and magnanimous in his method of ruling that all the king and demigod on the various planets still followed in his footsteps. Who will not try to hear about his glorious activities? I wish to hear more and more about Prithu Maharaj because his activities are so pious and auspicious. Everybody repeat after me. Prithu Maharaj was so great in his activities and magnanimous in his method of ruling that all the king and demigod on the various planets will follow in his footsteps. Who there will not try to hear about his glorious activities? I wish to hear more and more about Prithu Maharaj because activities are so pious and auspicious. Forward by the English Gaura. Saint Vidura's purpose in hearing about Prithu Maharaj over and over again was so set an example for ordinary kings and executive heads who should all be inclined to hear repeatedly about Prithu Maharaj activity in order to also be able to rule over this kingdom or state very faithfully for the peace and prosperity of the people in general. Unfortunately, at the present moment, no one cares to hear about Prithu Maharaj or to follow in his footsteps. Therefore, no nation in the world is either happy or progressive in spiritual understanding, although that is the sole aim and objective of human life. Namo Vishnu Hare Krishna Prasavitare Srimati Bhakti Sarati Namane Namaste Krishna Hare Prabhupada Shtakmane Shigwa Kama Shakti Namane Namo Vishnu Hare Krishna Prasavitare Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Sarati Deve Gaura Vani Pachayane Nimitse Sashunyavali Asasatani Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shivitagrada Shivadi Gaura Bhaktamda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you everyone to be here. This purport is very short. Usually I always go to the next one, but I'm going to go to the short because we don't have too much time. Saint Vidura proposed in his saying about Pritu Maharaj over and over again was so set an example for ordinary king and executive heads. We should all be inclined to her repeatedly about Pritu Maharaj activity in order to also be able to rule over the kingdom or state very fruitfully. So our leader now, they do not have no great leader to lean on. They lean on their own mind speculation. But we have here a good teaching about those who want to be a leader. We should always follow in the step of the great Acharya and the good Krishna incarnation. Like, for example, Pritu Maharaj. Pritu Maharaj was very good leader. He was not only a leader, but he was empowered by Krishna. He was also an incarnation of Krishna. Somebody calling? So, by follow a great example that Srila Prabhupada said, anything a great man do, everybody follow by his step. That's what all the leaders all over the world should follow and should understand and should study about this great king who was empowered by Krishna. And otherwise, if we don't follow in this step, we will speculate, we will give people our own mind speculation, we direct people to the wrong way. So, it's very important to read also about all the story about the Srimad Bhagavatam. The Srimad Bhagavatam is like an episode, like in a TV. Everybody are very eager to watch every episode every night, and they are there, So it's like an episode, but those episodes are very, very spiritual, very helpful for the soul. So it's very good. That way, it's good to come every morning to go for the next episode. Very nice, very empowering. When I was a kid, I used to love to read about different episodes. But now we become adult, we become more wisely. We have to read about the episode of the spiritual welfare by Krishna. Because we can read all these episodes, we can listen to all these episodes, but these things do not bring us to nothing. But when we listen to the episode of the great king of Krishna, everything, every day, we obtain something good. So by learning and by listening, by reading all the story, all the great epic of the Srimad Bhagavatam, we become a good leader. We don't lean in our mind, in our senses. We lean in the scripture, in the teaching. And this way we can direct those who are under us to the right path. So that's the reason in the society people are so onto the mental platform because they are actually a leader by speculator, by those who lean in their mind, who do not have no guru, no leader, no example, who not study, who not reading, who not living by example, but they live. They lean on this mental speculation. So therefore, all societal people, they are confused. In the time of this great king, Maharaj Parashit, Maharaj Pritu, everybody was satisfied. All the citizens was happy. They were satisfied. There was no injustice. But now in the Kali Yuga, like Srila Prabhupada said, in the Kali Yuga, Shudra, they are in the office. They don't know nothing about the control of the mind. They don't know about surrender, about God. So the people who follow them, they fall in the same dish. There's like a leading by a blind man. All those leaders, they blind. So the leading of the blind people. How can you be led by a person who blind? It's better to be led by a person can is not blind, can see. So the best teaching, the best you know the best leading, the best way is by a person who see spiritually elevated. So therefore, all the society follow. By those blind leaders, they bring all the society in hell, hellish planet. And that's the reason we have to be careful to not try to be a leader because of our ego, because of being a worship. We have to be careful. I mean, not a leader outside, but even in the spiritual realm also, we have to be careful. Don't try to be a leader for our own satisfaction, for our own pleasure, to abuse those who are under us, because we're going to suffer the consequence. By being a leader, you suffer the consequence of others. All these people, they trust you, they lean on you. You're going to do the karma. A king, a president, mother, father, a guru, everything. We want to be a leader, but we have to be careful. We have to make sure we become a servant of those who are under us, not to make those become our servant. We are all servants. We all supposed to serve others. All, even we have the position, a high position, but we're not God. Even we have this position, we have to serve others. Do not abuse to the innocent, faithful people, faithful citizen. We saw that many times, The citizens are not satisfied because they are abused by the false leader. False leaders. Leaders got to be very, very fair with others, not favoritism or his own political system, not favoritism the other part. No, you have to be very, very, very fair to others. Or otherwise, those who are very honest, very sincere, feel hurt, they feel cheating. That's how we saw everywhere. The cheating system. Srila Prabhupada said, we're living in a system of cheater and cheating. The cheater are those who are in charge, and the cheating are those who are very honest. That's why we have to be wise. We have to study Srila Prabhupada scripture. We have to study. We have to say we got to become wiser, because if you're not wise, you're like animals. You're like a slave. Yes, okay, we go. No, you have to be wise. It's not because a person is your leader, you should say, okay, thank you. No, you have to question. You have to know. You have to know where this leader bring you, which direction. People outside are so ignorant. They're so ignorant because they are led by false leaders. False leaders. So we have to be wise, and we got to be smart. We got to study. Srila Prabhupada brings this beautiful philosophy, the GPS of the spiritual world. Srimad Bhagavatam is the GPS to the spiritual world. If the leader can show you cannot set up the right GPS, you can set him up by study on your own. Study the book is very important. Srila Prabhupada says, study my book. Study my books. And that's where we can go out to convince people. If we don't study the book, if we don't listen to Srila Prabhupada's commandment, how can you convince people? The demon, they become very powerful with their speculation. They become very powerful. If we're not wise, if we don't understand the scripture, if we don't study the scripture, we're going to be defeated by the demons, especially the so-called scientists. They are very master speculator. So when Srila Prabhupada came here, he came to the Western world. He came to the West, only come from the East. They always consider the East is the third world, but pure devotee appeared to the third world to give Krishna consciousness to the Western world. Srila Prabhupada say for the Westerner and India get together, we will do something for humanity. Srila Prabhupada say the Westerner, they're handicapped here. And in India, they handicap physically. So we have to get, if we, the Western and the East get together, we will save this world. We will do something. We will do something. So we have to be together. Srila Prabhupada brings this beautiful philosophy for everyone, not only for the Indian. He was not supporting India, so he came here to the Western support, they support him. So he came to the Western world, and the Western world, they welcoming, they welcome Srila Prabhupada, they helping a lot. So now Krishna consciousness is well developed. So we have to be like Srila Prabhupada, not only giving to the only our kind, we got to give to everyone. Maharaj Pitu, Maharaj Parikshit, everybody was a citizen to them. Even the animal, any kind, if the Shudra, if they was a citizen, but in our system now, if you are a low caste, not allowed here. Now, Srila Prabhupada, brought this kind of mentality, the caste mentality. So anybody can become a Brahman. It's not because you're born from the low class family, you cannot be a Brahman. No, a Brahman is not by your birth. No, a Brahman is by your sincerity, bhakti. It's by what you learn from the scripture. So the Westerner, they adopt Krishna consciousness and become very powerful, very good. And those who always think about the caste, they cannot preach about Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada brings something, his beautiful knowledge, so we can give it to everyone. Everyone is not for the Indian, it's not for the white, it's not only for the black, it's for everyone, all of us. So when we go to preach, we should not go to rich people, to wealth people. We have to go to everyone. So we have to go for the, where's the nectar? The nectar is not by go to see people who always have it. The nectar is by to go see people who do not have it. I've seen so many temples, Srila Prabhupada bring Krishna was for the Western world. In the beginning, was very a lot of variety, but now we see only one kind of people. No, it's supposed to be to everyone. To everyone. We have to follow the legacy of a pure devotee. My guru said that if you want to please a great man, he's by to continue his legacy. We have to continue Srila Prabhupada's legacy, preach for everyone. Give love to everyone. Everyone, our citizens, even the animals. Everyone, our citizens. So we have to be that why it's very important to read the great episode of the great king, like Pitu Maharaj Parikshit. This way, those leaders, they can learn how to lead. My guru wrote a book about that, about leadership. Yeah, leadership, huh? Beautiful book. Yeah. Yes, higher consciousness. So all these leaders should study. Before you become a leader, you have to study. They study about prosperity, about become wealthy in this world, like we're going to take everything when we die. No, everything you try to encounter, everything you try to take for yourself at the time of death will be there for you. But the only thing we can bring for us is bhakti. Bhakti, the love we offer to Krishna. That's how. This is the passport. It's more than money. In this world, people give so much value for money. Anyone can do anything for money. Anyone. The money is a rule of evil. See, they say that is a rule of all, money. But I will correct myself. It's not the money, because a person who are a good leader, who are empowered by Krishna, he can use the money to bring the spiritual in the world, like Srila Prabhupada. So it's not the money. Srila Prabhupada, when he came to this Western world, they offering so much money, so much thing, but he did not take a cent for himself. He using for Krishna in the mission of his guru. So money is not the money who's evil. It's man who's wicked. Man is wicked. Wickedness. So we have to understand. I say, many people say that. Oh, the money is the rule of all. No, it's not the money. It's man is the evil. Money is like a weapon. If you don't know how to use a knife or a sword, you can hurt everybody. You can hurt yourself. So money is the same thing. You have to know how to use it. You have to know how to use it to prosper, to help humanity. Srila Prabhupada was a pure example. Srila Prabhupada has so many adorations, so many gifts that he left. He did not serve. He did not use nothing for himself. That's how he prospered. And everybody was pleased at him. Those who are sincere. But those who was envious of him, jealous of him, they could not accept it because they're not in Krishna's side. How can you be envious of a person like Srila Prabhupada or Jesus Christ or Maharaj Prithu Maharaj, because they live their life to direct the people, the citizen in the right path. How can you be upset? Or otherwise, you're a demon, you're envious. So the same thing when we go outside, when we go to preach to people outside, I say we should not, discriminate it. Should go to everyone, but it's not everyone who will accept it. Some people who take it, some people don't. It's like, for example, a food market, a food seller, person who sells foods. They have beautiful fruits, oranges, apple, everything. People who come, they're okay. People who don't come, the Krishna says it's like that. There are some people who want it, good for them, great. People who don't want it, bye. See you next life. And the next life, a human form is not promised to us. So we have to cherish this beautiful gift Srila Prabhupada brings to us. We have to cherish it. We have to. If we don't use it in the right way, we're going to lose the opportunity of human form. We're going to lose the opportunity of the gift Srila Prabhupada brings to us. Because we live in Kali Yuga. The Kali Yuga is the worst age, is the age of degradation, where everything is degraded. Everything is degraded and it goes even more and more. So we have this opportunity to be a devotee in this life, in this Kali Yuga. As this Kali Yuga is a special Kali Yuga. So we got to persevere in our Krishna consciousness. We should not fool around. We should be love to everyone. Love everyone, serve everyone. We have to become the servant. Srila Prabhupada was a good example. Srila Prabhupada was a top example. He could use his position by trying to become the king, the god, everybody serving. No, he did not. He became Srila Prabhupada when he came to America, to the Western world. He was doing all kind of job, Vaishya and what is that? the Brahmana, all kind. He was cooking, he was cleaning. That was a good example. But those who think, oh, I'm too high for that to do that. No, we have to do what Srila Prabhupada used to do. And this way we get into success. And most people who are under us going to be satisfied. You're going to see this person is not only a lead, but he set the example. He set the example. Srila Prabhupada was a pure example. That we should adore, we should love, we should live for him. He is the cause of our success. He's the cause of changing this world to Vaikuntha. So we have to follow Srila Prabhupada, become a Vaikuntha man. Vaikuntha man. And when we go outside, people see we have something beautiful to give them, not like all this scammer stuff. We have something good to give them. We have the key. We have the key of this jail. People outside, they are all in jail. They're sleeping under the lap of Maya. They are in an ocean of ignorance. Outside is the ocean is the Kali Yuga. Here is the spiritual world. Devotee association is a spiritual world. And if we follow Srila Prabhupada instruction, Srila Prabhupada books, how all those leaders was leading the citizen, so we're going to bring people to the right path. In the society, in the Kali Yuga, people getting the path of hell, people going to the hell like us, they all follow each other like that. They follow the blind leader, they follow the leader like that. But it's better follow Srila Prabhupada. Follow the leader. Follow, but it's applied to Srila Prabhupada. It's not applied to these Rakshasas. We live in a society of Rakshasa. Not in society of Krishna consciousness, Rakshasa. So Srila Prabhupada bring to us the key, the limit, the medicine to free people from this sickness, to try to overload everything, try to be the master. The only master is Krishna. And he sent his representative who follow in his step. And we can become also the master of our mind, of our senses. So we can help people become to become the master of their mind, instead of try to become the master of other people. If you try to be a master of others, no, looking at yourself, become master of yourself, control your mind, your senses. This way, we can lead people to the right way. It's a 5-minute short. So if you have any question, any comment, go ahead.
You were talking about how basically the Kamis view money as a root of all evil. But money can be offered to Krishna and become Lakshmi, and then used in Krishna's service, and that's how we're supposed to do it. Now, if you can elaborate on that.
The last thing, what you said.
If you can elaborate, just talk about that a little bit.
About the
how it can be utilized in Krishna's service.
Of course, it's easy. We just got to follow in Srila Prabhupada's step. When Srila Prabhupada came to America, he came with 40 rupees. You have no money, nothing, and we already there. We got everything ready for us, so it's easy for us. We don't. Srila Prabhupada did, like Srila Prabhupada said to his disciple, I did your good action. Srila Prabhupada did all our good action. We just got to apply. We just got to follow. Why Srila Prabhupada was using money? When they offered Srila Prabhupada so much wealth, he was using how? Just to please Krishna, to follow his guru instruction. Because if we use money wisely, spiritually, everybody will be pleased. We will not create cheater. The reason in society is so much cheater because the leader himself is a cheater. It's like a mother and a father, they make baby, So other baby come learn from them. Why there is so much cheater in society? Because we are led by cheaters, and the money is not the evil, like some people say, oh, money is the rule of all. No, it's not that. The man is wicked. If you're wicked in your mind, you try to use others by become wealthy. So it's bad, but it's not the money himself. It's us. If you become healed, if you become pure, if you change yourself, if you become they say the healing start with you, not with others, not with money, or the money got to change. No, with yourself. The money it start with us. That's how we can change the world. Shila Papa say, if a person learn how to control his mind, his senses, he can preach all over the world. Okay.
Nice class. Thank you, Prabhu. You're mentioning that, if we want to lead people, we have to follow in the footsteps of the greats. I appreciate that. And I have two reflections. One was Rupa Goswami says, Vacho Vegam, Manasakrota Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udaprasta Vegam, Etan Vegam, Yovashaheta Dira, Sarvam Api Mamprativim Sashashat. Says that if one can control the forces of the actions of speech, the actions of anger, the actions of the mind, the tongue, the belly, and genitals, he's qualified to have disciples all over the world.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that point that one has to be a sense-controlled person to really lead people. Otherwise, how can they lead people? Because their senses they're thinking for themselves.
Yeah.
So, and then you mentioned that the great leaders follow in the footsteps of the great kings, and it's even Krishna, who is God himself, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Ram, they all followed in the footsteps of great leaders, just to show the example. Krishna also took a spiritual master. Krishna also cites and quotes from the Vedanta Sutra. And so you see that even Krishna pays respect to his grandfather Ugra Singh. Even though Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the king of the Yadu dynasty isn't Krishna. The king is King Ugra Singh. So Krishna is showing great respect to King Ugra Singh. And when the Sambantaka jewel comes into Dwarka, Krishna, instead of, even though he owns everything, Krishna says, you should offer that to the king, Ugra Singh. So Krishna is showing how to be a leader and how to respect a leader.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Thank you. And last thing I want to say, thank you. Last thing I want to say, who want to live in under the domination of a liar, a cheater, an imposter? Those the leaders. They are the leaders outside. Who want to live under them? So Krishna says it's only practiced by people who are very smart. We don't want to be under these people. If you want to be under this place, that means you're not smart. We have to be under the spiritual master, the guru. He is the smartest. Okay? Guys, so 8:40, we have to stop now? 8:41. Stop? Two more? Okay, two more questions. 2 more minutes, 2 more questions. Okay? So, yeah, we don't want to live under this cheater. Srila Prabhupada say, this society is made of cheater and cheating. Do you want to live part? You want to be part of this hellish cheater? No, we don't want to be part of them. We have to be part of those who go up. As like, for example, bird, the same fly together. So we are spiritual people. Why we have to go back to our stool? This is stool. The leaders, they don't lead people to the right place. They lead people to the wrong direction, to Patala Loka. So who want to be on them? So Krishna, we want to be under Srila Prabhupada guiding. We want to be under the great example of all these kings. We want to follow them. All these people who leading this, who follow this false leader, in the next life, human life is not permitted for them. For them, they go to hell. Oh, they enjoy my new car, my new wife, my money. All these things are temporary. When death come, all these fallen soldiers will not be there for you. It will be over, finished, gone, gone with the wind. Oh my God, death! Oh my God! But when a devotee passed away, where is he? Krishna, Srila Prabhupada. Hey, yes, happy. Is that why when a devotee leave his body, he have a beautiful face, very nice, smiling. We have an example of many devotees. Dana Kelly, she did so much service, serve Krishna. She used to lead, she used to use the house for everything. When she passed away, she was the most beautiful, the most beautiful person at the time of death. That's beautiful. So that's why a devotee passed away. A smiling face. Okay, we saw the Vishnu Dutta, not the Yamaduta. Krishna, Srila Prabhupada. Oh, thank you, Srila Prabhupada. You can take me from this suffering, from this jail. Oh, thank you. The materialists don't see it like that. They see death like the worst enemy. When you see your enemy, you get scared. That's why the sinner, he have his face messed up. He sees his enemy. Yeah, they cause their own enemy. They cause death to become their enemy. But death is not enemy. Death is, for a spiritual person, is another form of Krishna. Okay, 2 minutes pass already. Hare Krishna, Haribol. 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 Oh, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.